Hey there guys, it's me Mantha, and we are here on episode 2 of Mantha's commentary show. Now today's commentary is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be about something that happened. This is about a teacher in California who mocked Native Americans, which is very, very, very messed up. So we're going to be watching the full video, the shorter version of some part, and then we're going to be watching when it made the news, which is not funny. It's just, it made the news. Pretty interesting to me. So as always, make sure that you like the video, make sure that you comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Also make sure you're following my Mantha the Animator Twitter and Instagram accounts, which are in the handle right here. Move that out of the way so we can get started. So let's go ahead and let's react to this video.
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about a week. So now I'm gonna
sorry about that. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but you never know. Okay, here we go. This is 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
I don't know. Tomahawks? Is that right? Okay. So, got to what? So, got to what?
What
so,
the?
Got to what? So, got to what? So, got to what?
Dude, that's just messed up. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You look stupid. You look stupid. You look stupid. I'm not kidding. That's what I think about this. That's what I think. You look stupid. What the? Okay, why are you on the table? Why are you on the table? That's my question right now. Why are you on that table? Why are you on that table? Get down. Like, get off the table. Like, I can't take stuff like this sometimes because this to me is just, it's really offensive, number one. And I'm sorry if, like, I'm blowing my... I just realized, I'm sorry. Like, the lines, like, all the way on red. Okay, I did it too loud. Okay, I'm moving this back. I'm moving it back. Okay. So, yeah, that's just crazy. Okay, so, yeah, let's keep watching. Look at her head down in embarrassment, or his, or they're who I don't know if they're if that's a she or he or they. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but yeah, like they're they're embarrassed. Like that's what that comes off to. What the heck are you doing? You're whatever. You ran into something. That's karma.
Oh, man. I just hurt my toe. My toe.
What is this lady doing?
Water goddess. Again.
What are you doing?
Please tell me the secret is
This is mockery. This is full-blown mockery.
Wow, look. I just ran into the rock god.
What? 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 What?
Beautiful rocks. Wish my children painted.
Wow.
No.
That's just, I'm sorry. This is like beyond messed up. I am so sorry. I gotta finish this. It's only got 8 seconds left.
Thank you, rock god, for these beautiful.
What? Okay, sorry. Can't let that play. There we go. We can let it play there. Okay, so let me... turn that off. Sorry. Okay. What in the heck was that video? Okay, now I can turn it back on. I just want to get through the ad. I don't know if the ads do anything to it. It's just, I can't tell. That is beyond messed up. Like, I'm not even kidding. That really makes me mad right there. Because that's just mockery, dude. Like, what in the heck are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Like, oh, I'm gonna run around and look like an idiot. Like, that's what she looks like. I'm not even kidding. That's what she looks like. Like looks all stupid. You look dumb. You look stupid. You look stupid. Okay? Like, that's how you have to do it. Now, okay. So, there's more to this, encounter here for sure. There is more, which I'm like, there's more, but there's more. There is more. So, yes, we have more to dig through. We got the shorter version here of this, which it turns out that was already kind of watched in this section. So I don't think we really need to cover that one. We can hold off on it because it's really just the same second part that we literally had just watched. But there's this news article, so we're going to give that a shot. So, yeah. I mean, we can. I mean, well, okay, you know what? I want to watch it real quick because I want to laugh at this again. This one part. Let me have my fun with just this one little part. I'm going to scroll and find it. Okay, we're going to actually analyze this. So, this is the second part here that I'm going to analyze. This is going to be my analyzing part. So, something you can see right here, and I'm going to turn this down a little bit, is like, just look at this person. They're like freaking embarrassed. You see this girl, she's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, type of thing. This guy's just staring here, and she's just like jumping around, and then she's jumping around, and they're just like all looking like, what in the heck are we learning here? And then she's just like acting all crazy and like acting like, you know, she knows what she's doing. But I can tell here is this looks like it's math in the background. But my thing about this is actually a couple things. So number one, the PC is the biggest thing I'm going to mention. This looks like an Apple computer, essentially, because Windows has a different setup than this. So if they can afford to put Apple computers in their stuff, which if we scroll down, where is that? Where she's like running to the computer. That is not a laptop. Okay, that's like a gigantic screen. So it looks like they have money at this school. Oh, I realized. I apologize. So let's go back and do this. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. So watch here again. You can tell like he's like embarrassed, or they're like embarrassed. They're like looking, and she's like, what are you doing? Like that, like I mentioned. And you can just tell throughout this like entire section here where it's slowed, like they're just all looking like they don't know what to think about this entire thing of this teacher just acting all nuts. And then we're going to turn your attention back to this. Right here is the computer screen right here. And I really think this is an Apple computer, essentially because of the biggest kick right there is this right here, and you can just see it. It looks like it is Apple. Look at that. It's Apple. That's all Apple right there. And this school, okay, this school has money to put in these Apple computers, Because Apple computers are expensive, number one. That's something we learned. Like, Apple computers are expensive computers. They are not, like window computers or like, other sorts of computers. Apple computers, even one of them can be about $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, depending on the model. Now, of course, Apple is expensive, but, essentially, like I've been saying here, is like what's crazy to me about this situation is that this teacher is in a school where they have great funding, and this teacher is allowed to do this sort of crap. And what gets me the most about this is, why is this teacher being allowed to teach this stuff in school? Like, even if it's supposed to be math and it's supposed to be an implication of how math is supposed to be, when we're really thinking about this, that is not how I learn math. I didn't learn math this way. I didn't learn math by, by a mockery of a culture or race. That's just up. Really effed up. So, let's so that is something I did notice throughout this entire thing. And then when we get to the part where she stubs her toe, which I'm going to play now, and it's going to be in slow motion, so this could be funny, I'm sure. And everyone's laughing at her. They're laughing at her because that's her karma, dude. She sat there. Okay? She sat there and she basically was like, being all this terribleness, and then, now she's getting laughed at by her students. Which is crazy. So anyway, I'm sorry about that one part, but I did fix it. And I'm going to make sure to add that in the timeline when I am uploading this video, just like, note, you'll see what I'm talking about, like, more later into it. So yeah, let's cut this video off and let's look at the news article now, which is this one right here. Video appears to show California teacher mocking Native Americans. Well, okay, appear is a strong word. Like, when I mean strong word, I mean, what's the word? I'm trying to think of it.
Verizon is going ultra.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is it's not a strong word. It's just crazy. It's really crazy how they're going to use the word appears to, like, it's not appears, that's what's actually going on. Like, I don't get it. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up, and I'm going to hit the play button. Alright, now let's react to the news article. This came out literally, I think, like, close to each other. This whole thing went viral, essentially, I believe.
California teacher is now on leave after this video.
On leave. Brava. On leave. Don't they get paid on leave? So basically, for what she did, okay, she's allowed to not work, but she's getting paid. She's on leave. So she's basically, okay, I'm going to look this up. So I'm going to look up what does on leave mean. So give me a second. So let's look this up because I'm curious. I'm essentially curious. So teacher on leave definition. What does it mean when a teacher is on leave? Right here, a school that places a teacher on leave, for instance, compensates the employee while investigating to determine what, if any, violations occurred. The employee is paid rather than fired, which, that's just, okay. So you're basically telling me she's still getting paid. She's sitting on her all day at home, and she is getting paid for not working because they're going to investigate. What is there to investigate? Okay, this is what gets me about these schools. There's nothing to investigate here. Okay? That's something I can see. This is a video of her wearing a headpiece like Native Americans wear, okay? Running around, trying to dance like them, trying to act like them in an offensive way, and she's trying to use it as a method to teach math. And of course, what I see here is that she's being allowed to be placed on leave for what she's doing, which is just messed up. Because when you look at this at the end of the day, when you're really thinking about this the way I am thinking about it, why is she being allowed to be placed on leave and get paid for it, okay? And then the school's probably going to tell her, oh, well, you didn't do anything wrong. You can come back to the classroom. And I wonder if there's ever been an update on this. That's my biggest question. Has there been an update on this since this went viral? Does anybody know, did this teacher get fired? That's what I want to know. I could look on YouTube and see if there's been a video, but I doubt that this teacher has been fired. And this is just messed up.
Went viral.
So got to what? So got to what?
The teacher appears to be explaining SOHCAHTOA, a term used to help memorize trigonomic functions, often criticized when paired with offensive native imagery.
Often when paired with offensive native imagery. Well, of course, it's going to be. In the way she's doing it, oh, it is. It is. Trust me. That's just crazy in itself. Okay, and that's what I find about this, that I'm like, that teacher should be fired. Fired for what I'm not even kidding. In my opinion.
In the more than 2 minutes of video, which has now been viewed by millions online, the Riverside teacher is seen in a headdress made of paper feathers with imaginary tomahawks in her hands, hopping around the room and screaming. The video was filmed by a student in the class, according to family friend Akale Brown, who then clipped the video and uploaded it online.
How is that student doing? The student is...
Hey, so they're asking how the student is, but hang on, I wanna go back to this. So that says Corn Maiden Designs, and this says please share widely. So let's read this a second. Yesterday, let me move this out of my way. Sorry. Okay. Yesterday, a Native American student filmed this video in his math class. After several minutes of the teacher war hopping, hooping, and tomahawk chopping, the student began filming because he felt that violence was being committed against him and he had the right to record. This was taken at W North High School in Riverside, California. At first, the student noticed the teacher was pulling out a fake feather headdress. When she put it on, he thought, what is she going to do? I'm sharing this video because these behaviors can no longer be swept under the rug. Okay, and here's the thing. The student did have the right to record because, it is. Like, it's technically, when you think about this, there is legal stuff that comes to this stuff. Technically, this school can be reported to the Office of Civil Rights and the, what's the other one? Department of Justice. And they can be reported for discrimination, essentially. Because, this is a Native American student who filmed this video, which I actually did not know until just now. This is a Native American student who filmed this video, and he, essentially, this is several minutes out of 2. This isn't just a 2-minute video. This is essentially like an hour-long video or whatever, how long this was going on for. This is just messed up in its entirety. This entire situation is just messed up, and I really just hope that, this stuff can be figured out, and, my hope is that maybe, hopefully that, this teacher will be more than just put on leave. And of course, we can't read the rest of it, but let's get back into the video reaction. So,
Uploaded it online.
How is that student doing? The student is very concerned actually for the well-being of the teacher. He's actually said he was happy that it happened to him. We're glad it happened with someone who was able to digest it instead of internalize it and go home and hurt themselves.
At one point, the teacher is seen jumping on top of desks and stomping before sitting atop her own desk and calling out to the, quote, water goddess.
Because obviously this is ridiculous.
We think of Native people as existing in these primitive past tense stereotypes.
Elizabeth Ellis is a Native woman and history professor at New York University.
And if you are expecting Native people to be running around in leather and feathers, it's hard to think of them in the contemporary moment. And this actually really limits our access to political power and to be taken seriously as Native people.
Neither the teacher nor the school where the incident allegedly occurred responded to NBC's request for comment.
Of course not. Of course not. Because how do you think they're going to respond to that video? Come on. We all know how they're going to respond to that video. Oh. Like, come on. That's what they're going to do.
In a statement posted online, the Riverside Unified School District said, quote, these behaviors are completely unacceptable and an offensive depiction of the vast and expansive Native American cultures and practices.
See, and of course, this is what the school district's going to do because they don't want to lose any funds or anything. Because if they get reported for stuff like this, you know, having, you know, Office of Civil Rights or Department of Justice going down there, they really don't want to lose that. So that's yeah.
The district says the teacher has been placed on leave as they conduct a full investigation.
I
Whatever.
hope that they do some re-educating and that they make sure that something like this never happens again to a Native student.
All right, Priscilla Thompson joins us now on set. There are a lot of things confusing about that video. I think one of the main ones is it's not even a history lesson. It was a math lesson or a social studies. It was math, which is completely baffling. But you spoke to a lot of experts and some advocates, and they think something positive could actually come from this incident?
Right. They think this could be an opportunity to have constructive conversation around representation of Native American people and what that looks like in schools. And one of them also mentioned Halloween is right around the corner. We know there are going to be some folks out there who would probably like to dress up as a Native American, and this is an opportunity for them to perhaps rethink some of those decisions too. Tom.
Okay, Priscilla Thompson with that video and that story tonight. Priscilla, thank you.
So that's pretty much that. So my take on this entire okay, this is hard to see. Okay, there we go. So my take on this entire thing is it's just messed up. Okay, like that entire situation should not even have been allowed to happen, let alone they should not be placing this. I understand, but it's like, come on. What investigation do they need to do? They can literally go on there, watch the 2-minute video, get the student's statement, and the student said this was several minutes. I mean, come on. This is just ridiculous. Like, there has to be a line of where they're going to be like, okay, we're not going to allow this to happen anymore, and we're going to work to make this better. Then, oh, we're just going to do an investigation and just go, oh, I don't know. Like, come on. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure that you are, following me on these as well. And also check out all the social media links in the description. The timeline for this video is in the description as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.